Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, there's a new show that recently started airing right here on KTXD called The Car Guy Show. And we've got the show's host, Mr. Tim Miller, here, and he's going to tell us all about it. Welcome, Tim. How are you?
Now,
I've actually known Tim for a while, so I was surprised to see him here this morning. But this show is amazing. Tell us about it.
Well, thank you. We're really excited to have this type of show here in Dallas. It's about car guys and their passion. We'd like to say it's car life and car culture.
Love it. And so you've got a really cool co-host on the show, right? This young lady here?
Yes, Kristen Traeger is a Porsche national race car champion.
Get it, girlfriend?
And so she's got the street cred to be on the show. And also she's very pretty as well.
She is. So what kind of stuff can people see on the show?
Well, the segment right there is about Garage Mahal.
Okay.
And it's guys with their collections of cars. And the different garages can be just simply amazing, from simply 5 cars up to 200 cars.
A Z28? I love Z28.
Well, there's actually on this last episode we had the Smokey and the Bandit car.
No
but
way.
you know what that brings up? I brought a little gift for each one of you.
A car?
We are a big budget show, and so we can bring everyone a car.
Oh, nice. A Mustang, 67 Mustang.
I've bought many of these in my lifetime.
Now this one, is this a Courtney car?
That looks like a Courtney car.
I think the pink Mustang is is that a pink Mustang?
No,
No,
but
that's a
Oh, it's an Impala.
Impala, so you have room for all your friends.
Oh, thank you.
You have room for all your friends in there.
So
now,
Tim, tell us, like for women who are watching, I mean, I like cars, but I sort of appreciate like luxury cars, you know, I like to look at all the pretty things. I don't really care so much about performance. And this seems like it's a show that's really geared towards guys who love cars because they go so fast, because they're all tricked out. What is a woman like me going to get out of the show?
well, a lot of women are married to car guys.
There you go.
There you go.
And you know how I can attest this with, a lot of car guys or wives, they might feel a little neglected because the car guy's out in the garage polishing his car and taking care of it and spending, so much time with the car.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of women viewers as well, and you'll be surprised at the events that we attend that it's a family affair. The entire family is there to appreciate the cars, to share the cars.
And men love their cars. We have one in the garage that takes my parking spot in the garage so that when it's 32 degrees outside, I freeze my butt off going outside because my car's parked outside. But what is it about men and cars?
Well, that's a good question in regards to, and that's why I brought you these Hot Wheels. It all starts here. When they're 8 years old, one of the first gifts they get, this is what I call like a seed to the car guy. I remember my first Hot Wheels. I remember the orange track that I'd race them down. And that's where the passion starts. I was so proud with my son, before he could walk and before he could talk, he's pushing a Hot Wheel around going.
Now, my daughter's the one who loves playing them. She likes those tracks that make them go really fast. She loves those, and she's going to be like her mama. Her mama loves cars.
You know what's interesting, I think, about American cars, too? I think I can recall a story. I dated a guy who was from South Africa, and he said when he moved to America, all he wanted was a Ford Mustang. And here in America, like, we see a guy in a Ford Mustang, and we don't, they're a dime a dozen.
Don't say that, though. Those new Mustangs
well,
are
not
the
anymore,
bomb.
but like back in the, they were a dime a dozen probably, what, 5, 6 years ago? I mean, you saw Mustangs around every corner, and he was like, when I moved to America, all I wanted was an American Ford Mustang. And I think, and he was like, I dreamt of it since I was a little kid. And so, yeah, I mean, boys do, they have these dreams of like these loud cars and vroom vroom. And
Right.
And
Well,
it's loud
then also
engines.
that, and then when those boys grow up and they're in high school, their first cars that they have, well, we're finding that collectors of cars, they're buying the cars that they had in high school now.
Oh, wow.
And those cars are pulling big dollars now at car auctions where they're $250,000 and up for
a Honda
that
Prelude?
Mustang.
women hold on to scrapbooks and men hold on to cars. It's a different level of hoarding.
The Honda Prelude isn't going to get us.
Ryan had this little 2-door Toyota truck. When we were dating, I'm like, you're not driving.
How did he fit in that car? He's a big guy.
Barely.
Well, and speaking of that, car guys, it's almost like dog owners. When you look at, you can kind of picture their dog is kind of like their car. Well, cars are, I can probably tell you what cars you guys drive.
Really? Ooh, let's see if you can guess.
Okay. Well, I'll start with you, Courtney. You mentioned Ford, American products, muscle cars, and all that. I bet you drive something Swedish. Something like
I
a
drive
Volvo.
something. I do drive a Volvo. You already knew.
And then Amy, you know, you're of small stature, and so you drive something big.
Well, of course I do.
You might have to.
I live in Texas. I'm a Texas girl.
You're like an Escalade.
There you
You're
go.
an
Okay,
Escalade
Tim,
girl.
you know what we'll have to do? Maybe there'll be an episode where you can show what each of us drive, which would be
Wait, I
probably
want him to get
interesting.
mine.
I think he already knew.
Y'all know how we go. We got to wrap this up, but you can catch the Car Guy Show here on KTXD Channel 47 on Saturdays at 11:30 a.m., Sunday at 6 p.m., and early Friday mornings at 1:30. Early, that's early. I won't be
Or
up for
late.
that. I'll check out the 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. one. We've got more Table Talk next. Stay tuned.